Shane Waldron was almost ran out of Chicago after a 1-2 start, especially with the offense not clicking the first couple of weeks and not seeing those big games from Caleb Williams. But the Bears now on a 3-game winning streak, and this offense is absolutely cooking with a huge progression from Caleb Williams, the offensive line, and everyone involved, and breaking franchise curses that have lasted over 65 years. We all need to publicly apologize to Shane Waldron. Today, I am going to break down how good this offense has been over the last couple of weeks and how they're only going to get better as time goes on. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Rody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Shane Waldron has turned this thing around since week 3, and I'm going to break it all down for you guys. So how did this happen? Well, after week 3, early AM at Hallis Hall, every week the Bears have their offensive leadership committee of DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, and Marcedes Lewis meet with offensive coordinator Shane Waldron to discuss the previous game and what they would like to see more. Well, according to Moore, Kmet, and Marcedes Lewis themselves on all separate podcasts and Shane Waldron at the Medium, they have definitely had a conversation. The guys, according to them, had very constructive criticism for Waldron and that he needs to be an actual coach. Lewis even said on his podcast later that week that he told Shane to stop walking on eggshells because he's not, or stop feeling like you're walking on eggshells, and give this offensive challenge. That is what the players want. Well, that is exactly what Shane Waldron has done since week 3, because there's been a huge difference in the amount of plays used, better balances of the offense, and all coaches seem to be communicating and clicking on the same page as Shane Waldron, the leader of the offensive coaches, obviously. And not only that, the Bears the first 3 weeks did not have scripted plays, at least for the first 15. Not doing that for a rookie quarterback is criminal. I don't know what Shane Waldron was thinking there, but clearly he felt the heat under him, and he knew he was setting Caleb Williams up for failure. Why do you think he's been doing so well the last 3 weeks? Well, the pass is a pass. Changes were made, and the Bears are now on a 3-game winning streak with all games having over 250-plus total yards of offense, 1 game of over 400 yards of offense, and they just keep looking better and better. And before I get more into the details of how good this offense is doing, I just want to, again, if you want to apologize to Shane Waldron publicly like I am right now, hit the like button on this video. Also, hit the like button if you're happy with how this offense is going. And comment in the comment section below your thoughts on the recent improvement of the offense. So let's get into this Bears offense as a whole and the records that they're breaking, and also the dry spells that this team has been on, specifically from an offensive standpoint. The Bears overall this season have over 1,800 total yards of offense, which is 22nd in the NFL. But this has been a slow climb when they were 30, not even 3 weeks ago. Total passing, they have over 1,100 passing yards, which is 22nd in the NFL as well. Total rushing, 629, 25th in the NFL, was dead last 3 weeks ago as well. Total points scored, 148, which is 12th in the NFL. Best you bet you did not expect that. That is the best that it's been in a very long time. We're actually in a top 15 category, and it's points, which is obviously what helps you win games. Weeks 1 through 3, though, let's break this down really quickly. Against the Titans, there were 64 passing yards, 84 rushing, a total of 148 yards of offense, and no offensive touchdowns. Bears defense won us that game. Against the Texans in week 2, 134 passing, 71 rushing, 205 total yards of offense. So you saw progression with 1 rushing touchdown, but no passing and 2 interceptions. Week 3 against the Colts, things started to cook up a little bit, but very unbalanced and ugly. 332 passing, 63 rushing, 395 total with 2 passing touchdowns and 2 interceptions. We saw progression there. No denial about that, but it was not enough to take down the Indianapolis Colts. And on top of it, the talk that they had after week 3, things got much different. Week 4 against the LA Rams, 133 passing, but 131 rushing, 264 total with 1 passing touchdown and 2 rushing. Not a lot of yards, but you're being efficient and not turning the ball over. Against the Panthers, we cooked. 296 passing, 128 rushing, 424 total, 2 passing, 3 rushing touchdowns. And against the Jags, obviously, we saw 221 total yards of passing, 152 rushing, 373 total with 4 passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown. For the first time in 68 years, the Bears had back-to-back games with 5 offensive touchdowns. And on top of it, the first time this team has scored over 35 points in back-to-back weeks since 2013. In total, though, quickly going back to what's going on this season, the Bears have had over 1,060 yards of their total offense of their 1,800 being the last 3 games. That's 59% of the Bears' total yards in 3 games, but 77% of our total points scored have come in the last 3 games. What a turnaround since that conversation. Let's go into some of the records that have been breaking a little bit more. Caleb Williams, the fastest Bears quarterback to get to 1,300 yards passing in franchise history. Along with that, the only Bears rookie quarterback ever to have multiple 300-yard plus passing games in a single season. He's done that 2 of the last 4 games, folks. Caleb Williams, since that week 3 meeting as well, 687 passing yards, 120 rushing yards, 7 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, an average passer rating of 122, and back-to-back games of over 220 plus passing yards. The offense as a whole, like I said, 68 years since back-to-back games of having 5 offensive touchdowns, and the first time the Bears have scored 35 plus in back-to-back games since 2013. What a difference this team has done. Fantastic work by Shane Waldron, just breaking down the stats right there. It's been incredible. And not only that too, but this team as a whole is just sinking. The offensive line looks a lot better, which I talked about yesterday. I'll get into more later this week. But the wide receivers are clicking, the balance, the run, just everything. Doing a really good job so far, and could not be more proud of Shane Waldron and the turnaround he's done for this team. Let's go through those key improvements though of what's made this offense click. It's not just the talk, but also Shane Waldron having a script for the game for the offense is big. It helps Caleb Williams and the offense get comfortable, see what the speed of the defense and the scheme they're bringing in game, and how they should balance the attack moving forward. Bears have not scored on a touchdown on their opening drive in 3 games, right? I mean, they haven't, because, and everyone's hitting, the sky is falling, the Bears are going to lose this game. And then the Bears come out and just ramble off a bunch of points. Because it's scripted, guys. They're learning how this defense is going. If it works, great. But that's what's helped Caleb Williams so far. Also helping Caleb Williams, not going for the deep ball out of the gate when he's got the jitters, when he's more comfortable and in sync, kind of going off that script, and also how his offensive line is playing. That has been a huge help for this Bears team. Less overthrows, less jitters. It makes him overall more confident in this offense. But the balance of the run as well, DeAndre Swift and Rashawn Johnson have been huge for this Bears rush team. I mean, over 120 plus yards of rushing in the last 3 games in a row. Just want to do this too, is that DeAndre Swift being used in the right situations. He's not a goal line back. You put Rashawn Johnson in there, who has been absolutely dominating. So DeAndre Swift for your big yards, Rashawn Johnson for goal line and 3rd down. Just that is what this Bears team needed to do. And the last one is working with offensive line coach Chris Morgan. Morgan and Wallen seem to be having a much better understanding of plays and the blocking schemes. The first half sacks, pressures, and quarterback hits allowed have been cut to a quarter or half in their various categories since week 3. So these two are clicking a lot better, and very happy what I've seen so far. And quickly, before we get more into today, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to stay up to date on all Chicago Bears news and notifications, and help us hit 19,000 subscribers. We are less than 80 away now from that goal. Please, if you haven't already, support the channel and hit the subscribe button. And quickly, before we get more into today's show, I would like to thank today's sponsor, OddsJam, your ultimate ally in a world of data-driven wagering. With over 260 sportbooks under its belt, OddsJam is the go-to platform for savvy bettors. Here's how it works for you guys. OddsJam's arbitrage tool scans the market in real time, spotting differences between different sportsbooks, which means you can lock in risk-free profits and track and monitor your profits as well. By using OddsJam, you're not only being a smarter bettor, you're betting responsibly for long-term profitability. And here's the kicker. They offer a 7-day free trial for those who are interested. And if you're ready to give it a shot, go to the link in the description now and use code JAYCHI for 35% off your first payment, whether that be a month or a year. Secure your bets with confidence, make informed decisions, and use OddsJam. But guys, as an emotional fan myself, and a lot of us too, I went too far on saying a few things about Shane Waldron. I think that he just needed more time and patience with this team, and that's why this team is 4-2. The culture is growing, things are getting better, and I think Shane Waldron deserves a public apology from everybody. At least I'm going to use it. I would like to see more Bears fans say it, maybe in the comment section as well. But shout out to Shane Waldron. He does have a couple challenges coming up here. He's not out of the woods yet, but I would like to apologize for being so harsh on him, because when, you're a human being too, things happen. And especially being in his profession in the media coming at him, that's all he sees, because he's watching sports. He's a sports guy too, I think. Overall, I'm very sorry, Shane, for what happened, for what I said, and I think that you're doing a fantastic job turning this team around. But with that, bear down, everybody. It's great seeing you guys, as always. Thank you for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears and supporting the channel. We're so close to hitting our goal of 20,000 subscribers this year. It's one leg at a time, but I want to show my appreciation by giving away 2 Torrey Taylor jerseys to 2 subscribers once we hit 19K. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Share the channel with a family or friend that's also a Bears fan. Would love to interact with more people. And thank you for your constructive criticism, how we can make the channel better. I hope my speaking was a little slower today. With that, thank you as always for tuning in, and bear down, baby.